A big thing we're seeing right now for Furia is it kind of feels like they are meeting every challenge that Falcons are throwing at them, and that's really good for Furia. You don't want to start to let Falcons just kind of control the skies. I know it's in their name as Falcons to do so, but they're very much a team that has the mechanics that both individually and as a team, you need to meet them for challenges like that. A coordinated pass out center, but this time, Furia wise to it. Are they on the follow-up from Drawley? Kinda. That's a double commit, and it's going to leave the net open. Swift will get back to the follow-up save, but Furia got to be careful. They've been playing some pretty dang good Rocket League. It would suck to just see it all fall apart after one mistake. I like the way that they're playing with this offense, though. They're not immediately diving at every pass that goes out center, just trying to keep the possession in the Falcons' half and put the pressure on. Shot after shot, eventually maybe they can whittle away at the defense. Unfortunately, though, that will do absolutely nothing, and Rawas will find a way out of the half with Kaliers just chasing down his opponents, which gives a chance for Drawley, his third, to dive on in. 1-0, Falcons find the opener.
Yeah, Rawas on this air dribble, he would get challenged by a different defender if they could, but Kaliers had made sure that everybody was staying delayed, rushing back, not putting any pressure on the ball, and that leads to a win 50 that allows Drawley to break through. 1-0 lead. Need some kickoff magic here for Furia as they only have 20 seconds to try and send this one to OT. A pretty good possession here, but a full boost tank and an easy save for the Falcons as Drawley takes it away, and he beats one. Lost can only briefly touch it before it's right back into the control of the Falcons. Big lob. Rawas trying to get a reset catch. Maybe not the best touch ever. Yan has an opportunity off the backboard. No one around to finish it. It'll hit ground, and Falcons take game one. Not even an easy save, just a moderately easy save, and Rawas is, you can count on him to do that every time. So there's going to need to be a little bit more venom from Furia if they're going to get a goal in this series.
And I think it's going to be that man that just touched the ball first, or at least attempted to turn it into the first air dribble of the game, Furia. Yan's going to have to be that guy at the front, and he's proven it already. Man, it feels good to be like, hey, pay attention to this guy, and he proves why.
Yeah, a demo on the back line, I think, is what led to this. And then Rawas bumps Drawley again and then gets demoed. So a really unfortunate respawn. Not only did he delete Drawley.
Good and very structured offense. It's an impressive version of Falcons on the back half of their pitch. So what do you do if you can't get them to get off the backboard, get out of net? Just delete them. Get them off the pitch. Just straight up remove them. And for a Furia team that is so aggressive in offense, you'd like to see them continue that physicality. The 1-0 will stand through about the first half a minute here. But again, long game to go. And maybe a second goal for Furia had that one just been a little bit lower.
Yeah, Swift's just awkward enough to not be able to follow it up. We've seen a lot of menacing dribbles from the Falcons as they attack the Furia nets. They haven't been able to break through any highlight plays just yet, but this reset shot from Kaliers is sitting right in front of the net. Drawley, oh my goodness, how do they keep doing this? Yan gets the save.
A lot of defense left to be played, and like you mentioned, low boost totals and awkward positioning is not going to help them. It was a problem in game one. It could be here in game two. Another shot on target. This time Swift has to stretch to make the save.
Furia is so low on boost. They had possession for a really long time, and they just got nothing out of it. Oh my goodness, what a save again from Yan. How are they getting away with this? They cannot get away with it forever, and Kaliers will get the goal.
Over and over and over and over again. Yan goes, I got you guys. I'm going to save the team. The problem is there's 3 players on the team. Swift, you have to make sure you get that read off the backboard. Lost has to be rotating into net to allow Yan to get out of net for at least a half a second. Low boost totals, though, for Furia. Yan will pick up 100, and that will help, but they need to make sure they get this off the half as quickly as possible or give an opportunity for people to get something from either corner, from midfield, from somewhere. Even pennies would help at this point. You can also just make it to OT, but that is going to be difficult to find. More shots firing in from Falcons. That one goes center, but nobody will bite. Falcons do not want to give up an easy counterattack. They would rather see this go to OT or maybe get one more chance. How has Drawley kept this up? He's dribbling everybody. He's trying to get it to Kaliers, and Kaliers can't keep it off the ground. We have game 2 overtime.
One thing I really like from the Falcons that I'm not seeing from Furia is they have good recognition of when the attack for Furia is over. They stop panicking, they slow down the play, they gain possession, and then they end that possession for the other team. Whereas Furia, maybe because they're so used to how fast Falcons can play, they seem like they're rushing when they don't need to sometimes. Lost is trying to put a few touches in a row to make something happen on offense. Swift did get the 50 he would have liked. Yan has boost to work with. Can he outplay everybody waiting in net? Lost, soft touch. He's carrying it slowly to the net. This could be a chance for Swift, and it is. Furia will win game number 2.
So smart of Lost on the setup for this play. Just finds himself a really light touch, just guides it into the front of the net, and as soon as everybody jumps from Falcons, that is Furia's signal to just, all right, figure out where the opening is. Furia are starting to find the cracks in the armor. They're starting to find themselves some openings here or there, or at least moments to create that awkwardness. Another great example example, as that one was not what the Falcons drew up in any way, shape, or form, and it gives now a chance to Lost. A lot of boost only against Drawley, and Rawas almost slams it at his own net, but it just goes high enough.
Oh, what a save again for the Falcons, trying to cut off the pass. They have to try and not slam in own goals, something that we have seen from players trying to make last-second saves near their net.
Saves that ball and saves the best chance we have seen all game for Furia to finally find the lead that I would say they deserve at this point. So much offense, so many opportunities, but just nothing being converted so far. And the problem is you only need one good play from the Falcons to turn this on its head, and that'll be the one. Lead blocker clears the lane, Clears finds the goal.
The hesitation from Clears is what started all of this. The ball headed to him. He did not rush it. He reversed slightly, let two players go past him. Once you've beaten two and you have a teammate ahead, now they have 30 seconds to create some offense. Someone needs to challenge Clears here quickly. Swift is going to wait and play off of his touch instead. No boost left. He's really just pretending like he can head back to that ball, as he will look for a couple bump plays. Drawley and Clears low on boost. Rawas, if he gets beat, it could be a good spot, but Rawas does not get beat often. In fact, he's going to get his team a goal, as Drawley will get the finish.
Drawley will take the steal there on that one, but to be fair, he did a lot of the heavy lifting. He's bumping players downfield, he's disrupting Yans and opening up the space. Otherwise, there would have been a Furia player back. I like that, securing, guaranteeing that this game is going in favor of the Falcons. Furia gonna have to battle back from a series point in favor of the MENA squad. Unless they can find a miracle, because with 15 seconds left, technically anything's possible.
Yeah, they threw the double kickoff at them. Both players going, very volatile. Chances are you might be able to get something going, and there was almost an angle for Swift. He did his best. Could not wait, had to try and play as quick as possible. Weren't able to find the goal. Falcons will take game number 3, but we are on Utopia Coliseum, and we got Lost and now Yan in control.
Chance here for Furia to keep this series extended. Chance here for Falcons to basically punch their tickets into playoffs. Technically, they could still go into World War II. See here? It would help, though, if you win the series first. This will not help Falcons. It will definitely help Furia.
Drawley goes to pick up the boost and thinks he can turn back and make an actual play on the ball, but he finds himself on the wrong side. He ends up just helping the pinch go screaming into the net. Decides to let it drop to the corner instead of trying to pass it in field too early. Ends up tapping it over to the Falcons.
Chance here for Swift, trying to take this through the corner. Again, a lot of good development play right now for Furia. It feels a little bit more patient, maybe recognizing that that 1-goal lead is something they can use to their advantage. A 2-goal lead would be even better. Goodness, the duo showing off again. Yans, great play in the corner, great demo out in mid, and Swift to finish the job.
What a creative pass from Yan in the corner. Recognizes he's up over the top of the ball. The best way to get it to his teammate is to slam it off the ground and let it float to the sweet spot for the finish. Such a great pass from Yan. Furia are doing what they need to, up 2-0, and they're continuing to keep it going. Clears gonna try and change that with an air dribble reset. Lost actually dropped it back towards the net. The ball is directly in front, and he might have helped outplay his team.
I think, unfortunately, might is definitively. Lost does get a touch here, which is great, but he full-on slams into Yan. I mean, Clears is probably thrilled. He's like, hey, man, that was what I was trying to do anyways. Thanks for helping me.
Rallies to the back wall. Lost. Not the best touch ever, but you can feel comfortable when that ball is fully glued to the back wall. Usually not a great chance to score. Lost throwing one to net. Trying to get the dunk. Drawley, nice save to guide that ball up around the follow-up from Lost. Swift just going to toss it straight at the net. It was hard enough that it almost got a way through. Lost off the backboard is in. He sneaks it in for a third.
Oh, Lost, what are you doing, brother? That's disgusting. Recognizes after the good 50 that, hey, you guys got to challenge me first. If you don't, I got the space. It might be a narrow angle.
It's on the back of Yan and Lost. Nice pre-flip as they try and get another one. Drawley able to make the last-ditch save, but it's probably too little too late unless Rawas is able to score right here. Make something happen. Oh no! Both goals for the Falcons have come off the hands of Furia.
That hurts. Not a lot of other words to say besides that. The only good thing for Furia is that, A, it looked cool, so shout out to Swift for it looks cool. And B, they've got 9 seconds, so please take this carefully. If this kickoff goes awry, we may not see Game 5.
Furia has scored every goal this game, so they can feel good about their performance. The problem is if they do that again on their own nets, then they're going to have to play OT. It will hit the ground. Furia, 5 goals kind of in this game. And this 50 will send over to Yan. Can Yan get an outplay and get around a couple defenders in order to stop their offensive attack, or the Falcons' offensive attack? And it seems like maybe they have. important couple challenges coming up to keep Furia in the blue half. There's Yan out of the corner. It's in front of the net. Swift puts it on target, and they have the lead.
We've been calling him a playmaker. We've been calling him the developer. This man has been doing so much on offense, and this touch off the backboard is brilliant. He sees Drally diving. He knows he's going to go for a challenge. So what does he do? He get one more chance here. Drally up. Not a ton of boost, but if he can get it to a teammate, something could happen, and he can. Yan bangs it downfield, and Swift is already there. Does Clears know that? Doesn't really matter. Neither one of them will really make a confident challenge. Instead, they will wait for the follow where Yan will send it at the bottom corner. One last chance. Drally to send it to midfield, and Clears is there. He's got something, but not a lot. And the 50 out goes to nobody. To the ground it will go, and as long as it does, Furia gonna make history here. Hold on. Clears, one more chance. Looking for the bump, and it doesn't go off the bar and down. And Furia making history. The first time that Falcons have ever lost to Sam.